You agree with that?
Yes, Chair.
So the question is, what are you doing about the difference?
Yes, as we've indicated in the response, we've recovered monies from staff who are active on payroll, and we have submitted the evidence, but the other persons who had been advanced the money, we did not find the primary record upon which they committed to receive the money. We were informed that sometimes in 2016, the building which housed the primary evidence in terms of the application forms caught fire. And for that reason, when we contacted the office of county attorney, he wrote to those persons, and they have all responded indicating that they want evidence that indeed they applied for the money. So it has not been possible for us to proceed with the recovery.
Is there, do we have a copy of that reply here?
Yes, that's what I'm saying is what in summary is in the response that I was...
No. The last bit where you are saying that the persons who advanced the money are writing back asking for evidence. I'd like to see a sample of that letter. Because wameruka that they didn't get the money. I'd really like to see a copy of that letter.
And also, is the officer who authorized the advance, is he still working the county?
Yeah. Because if it was...
And then too, where is the evidence of that incidence of fire that is alleged to have broken out in Vihiga?
Bottom line, Governor, Pesa ya Serikali Haipotei. Either someone paid it out. No, it's not either. There's someone who paid that money.
Sure.
And someone received it. The person who received it could be the same person who paid it. Or the person who received it could be somebody else. So, instead of wasting too much time running after people, we must start with the person who authorized the payment. In fact, in terms of interest and advances, I think the PFM is very, very clear on the responsibility of accounting officers. So, hii pesa iko wapi, Governor? This 1.6 million can build an ECD classroom. Kuna ECD classroom hapa ya 1.7 million.
Yeah.
How do we get back this money?
Chair, these two persons were in the first government, and they were CEC members. And as we have heard from the Director of Human Resource, the documentation that had all these details, somehow we were informed that the office or the place where the documents were caught fire, and all the documents were burnt. So there is no evidence for us to be able, and I think that's why...
But Governor, if you and the auditor agree that this advance was made, then there must be a record that the advance was paid. Because if there's no record, why is it in here? Why are you even responding to it? If there's no record, why is your county attorney seized of it?
I have him. He's here.
The Chair, you know, let's be a bit prudent with public money. Why this money was advanced in 2016, okay? 2015. Why does it take 10 years before the county attorney issues a demand letter for the recovery of this money? Yet he knows the statute of limitation may not allow him to recover that debt now. Is that negligence on his part? Huh? Because I'm looking at Annexure 3C, Chairman. The demand for the repayment of this money was made on 5th of June 2025. Why that long inordinate delay?
Chair, I really wanted evidence, as alluded by the HR officer, that the officers indicated that they want evidence that that money was advanced to them. how would you know money is advanced to you? It's because either there is a wire from the county coffers to your account, or you have signed. So for the documentation, maybe the documents might not be there, but if there was a wire from the county CRF account to that officer, and that officer expended that money, then why should you want evidence whether that money was advanced to them or not? To be very clear, because that money went to that person's account. Chair.
Governor?
Chair, I think my position is that is the Director of Human Resources that keeps all these records and should be able to avail them. But this is the explanation he gave, that he couldn't get the documentation because of that fire incidents which led to the burning of the documents.
But then what would be the basis of your demand letters? Letter of demand before action and recovery? I don't know whether it's the one you're referring to that were done sometime in...
Yes, and we want to understand from the county attorney whether he understands the limitation of Actions Act in terms of debt recovery.
Chair, let me confirm that I understand the limitations of Actions Act and the limitations.
What is the period? So that we test whether you are supposed to occupy that office?
Yeah, if it's on contract, then we are talking of 6 years. If it's related to land, it's 12 years. If it's related to tort, it's 3 years.
So what was this one? What was it relating to?
Chair, this is public money, and we received instructions from the Treasury. If you see, if you look at Annexure 3B.
No, was it within or it was already time barred? You're a lawyer.
Chair, we had to act. This is public funds.
You are sure you can file a suit?
Because you know the debt had not been written off. It was still a liability that was pending.
Are you a member of Law Society?
I'm a member, and I'm a very senior member. I was admitted in 1987.
Fine, so educators,
No.
because...
The limitation.
Tell us on the limitation.
Limitation of Actions Act.
Governor, you may be very unfortunate if that is your county attorney who cannot understand
Limitation of actions.
basics on the time you need to file suit before you are time barred by the court.
Chair, that is very unfair, with the due respect, because
county,
I have not filed any suit.
County attorney, relax. Relax.